We often think strength is about dominating others. That being strong means winning, persuading, imposing your will. But true strength is knowing how to hold yourself back when everything around you screams to act. It's about staying in control when the world seems to be falling apart. And Musashi, he understood this long before most of us ever would. 4 centuries ago, in a war-torn Japan, there lived a man who had understood the inner battle. His name, Miyamoto Musashi, warrior, philosopher, strategist. 60 duels, 60 victories. Yet his greatest opponent was not another samurai, nor a rival clan. It was himself. Musashi didn't just seek to conquer others. He sought to conquer himself, and in this quiet struggle, he discovered something our world has almost forgotten: the path to mastery. In this video, we won't talk about swords or battles. We'll talk about the inner fight, the one you face each morning when choosing between ease and discipline. We'll explore Musashi's teachings to see how the warrior's path can guide us today, helping us live with more clarity, strength, and self-mastery. Here's what you'll discover: how to overcome your desires and ego, how to build a discipline that makes you unstoppable, and how to reach true mastery, the mastery of yourself. If you want to become stronger on the inside, calmer in chaos, clearer in your decisions, subscribe to Deep Life Lessons. Here, we're not trying to shine. We're learning to master ourselves. Part 1. The Warrior and His Inner Battle. Picture this: dawn on April 13, 1612, a tiny island called Gonryujima. 2 men face each other. One wields a steel sword. The other holds a wooden oar. That man was Miyamoto Musashi. He arrived late on purpose, not to mock his opponent, but to unsettle him. In a single, swift, silent motion, the duel was over. But that day, something greater than a fight was won: the victory of calm over fear. The true battle. Musashi wasn't obsessed with victory. He sought self-understanding. He said, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself." This isn't an abstract idea. It's a rule for living. The world outside is just a mirror. Master yourself inside, and the outside will follow. Modern application. Today's duels. We no longer fight with swords, but duels are everywhere. The fight against distraction, when your mind runs from hard work. The fight against fear of judgment, when you hesitate to show who you truly are. The fight against laziness, when comfort tempts you more than growth. Every time you resist, you gain a small measure of mastery. Every time you give in, you lose ground in your own mind. Key concept: the inner enemy. Musashi understood early that the most dangerous enemy isn't another person. It's your unmastered self, impulsive, selfish, chaotic. In his treatise, he writes, "When you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything." What he meant: when you learn to control yourself, you can understand everything: your work, your craft, your emotions. The warrior's path is the path of clarity. You are your own opponent. The real battle isn't fought in the arena of the world. It's fought in the silence of your mind. When you resist the easy choice, when you get up even though you don't feel like it, when you choose truth over comfort, that's when you walk the warrior's path. So the question is, what are you really fighting against? Part 2. Discipline as the path. The master's solitude. At the end of his life, Miyamoto Musashi withdrew to a cave, not to escape the world, but to study it from within. He had nothing left to prove, no duels, no rivals, no glory. And it was there, in that total silence, that he wrote his 21 life rules, the Dokkōdō, which could be called the way of walking alone. This text is a declaration of freedom, a meditation on mastery, discipline, and detachment. Here we begin to see discipline isn't a prison, it's the road to autonomy. The principle of the Dokkōdō. Musashi wrote, "Do nothing that is of no use, nothing superfluous, nothing wasted." In a noisy, distracted world, his message is clear. Cut away everything that pulls you from your path. Habits, relationships, thoughts, anything that doesn't serve your journey is a distraction. This is where inner discipline comes in, not as harshness, but as clarity. Discipline, the tool of freedom. Today, many see discipline as a cage. For Musashi, it was the opposite. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Discipline is the structure that frees you from chaos. It's not blind repetition. It's the art of consciously choosing your boundaries. A man without limits is a man without direction. And without direction, he becomes a slave to whatever glitters. Modern example, the invisible artist. Think of a musician practicing scales for hours, a boxer training alone before dawn, a developer, a writer, a craftsman. They all follow the same rule: consistency before performance. It's not the flashy moments that make a master, but the thousands of repeated gestures when no one is watching. Mastery is built in the shadows, so one day you shine effortlessly. Practical application. Cut the noise. If Musashi lived today, he wouldn't meditate in a cave. His cave would be intentional silence in a world full of noise. And his blade? It would be your ability to say, "No, I won't watch this useless content. No, I don't need to share everything. No, I don't have to please everyone." Every conscious no is a step toward true mastery. Conclusion. Discipline isn't rigidity. It's the love of quiet progress. It's that inner voice saying, "Keep going, even if no one sees, even if it's slow." And you can start walking that path today. What's your personal discipline? The one you cultivate silently, without recognition, just to become better? Tell me in the comments. And if this message resonates with you, if you want to learn how to forge yourself, cut the noise, and master your path, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to continue this journey on the modern warrior's path. Part 3. Embracing Emptiness and Clarity. The Book of Emptiness. In the Book of Emptiness, Musashi writes, "In emptiness there is good and not evil. Wisdom exists, principle exists, the way exists, and the mind is empty." Picture yourself on an inner battlefield. All around, noise, fear, failure, distraction. Emptiness isn't about having nothing. It's the space that lets you see clearly, that prevents you from being trapped by ego or illusion. Flow like water. Being empty means being fluid, adaptable, like water, which takes the shape of any vessel without ever breaking. Musashi teaches that a mind clinging to attachments freezes. A free, empty mind anticipates. It's sharp, responsive, and never a prisoner of opinions or fleeting emotions. This is crucial. Emptiness is not passivity. It's lucidity and anticipation. Modern life application. Cutting the noise. In today's world, overloaded with info, opinions, and notifications, emptiness is not filling your mind with what doesn't matter. It's listening before reacting. It's having the clarity to act
at the right moment. Emptiness becomes a weapon in a world designed to distract you. Concrete example, the silent practitioner. Think of a photographer selecting the perfect angle, or an entrepreneur making a decisive move, or a gamer anticipating every opponent's action. All of them operate on the same principle: act from emptiness without the weight of ego or external noise. Clarity and performance come from inner stillness, not force or frenzy. So when did you last let your mind embrace emptiness? When did you cut away the clutter to truly see what matters? Take a moment to reflect. What if clarity became your main tool? If this resonates with you, share it with someone seeking their path.
Part 4. The Inner Battlefield. Conquering Your Own Limits. Picture yourself facing your own self, not an external enemy, but your fears, doubts, procrastination, and weaknesses. Musashi said, "Know your enemy and know yourself, and you need not fear the outcome of 100 battles." Here, the fight isn't against others, it's against yourself. Every day calls you to push beyond, to resist inaction, and to confront fear. Core principle: knowing yourself to master yourself. Conquering yourself begins with clarity about your limits. Acknowledge harmful habits. Identify emotional triggers. Accept weaknesses without running from them. Mastery isn't about controlling everything. It's about focusing your energy where it matters most. Like a samurai choosing battles wisely, you pick the fights that truly lead to growth. Modern strategy: the art of inner anticipation. Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. Musashi teaches us to anticipate our reactions before they even arise. Entrepreneurs avoid overwhelm by planning their days carefully. Athletes adjust training to strengthen weak points. Artists meditate before creating to stay free from doubt. Strategy isn't rigid, it's smart flexibility in action. Inspiring examples: modern-day warriors. Michael Jordan, relentless practice, discipline, analyzing every move. Marie Curie, perseverance through failure and exhaustion. Elon Musk, vision, anticipation, and mental preparation before bold decisions. All of them followed the same rule: true mastery comes from silent preparation and inner clarity, not impulsive reaction. Victory is within. Real victory is taking control of your mind, being aware of your reactions, choosing your battles wisely, turning obstacles into allies. The modern warrior doesn't fight to dominate others, he fights to transcend himself. And you, have you faced your battle today? Did you resist fear, procrastination, or your ego? Part 5. Discipline and Repetition. The Path to Mastery. The Warrior's Ritual. Mastery doesn't fall from the sky. It's built through repetition, discipline, and daily effort, even when no one is watching. Musashi said, "Perfection comes from practice, not luck." Every action, every decision, every morning you rise to face your weaknesses is another step on the warrior's path. Core principle: repetition for integration. Repetition isn't just doing the same thing over and over. It's observing, adjusting, learning, and doing it again. A pianist drills scales until they become instinctive. A writer rewrites until every word serves the meaning. An entrepreneur tests, fails, and tweaks strategies daily. Discipline isn't punishment, it's the tool for excellence. Modern strategy: micro goals every day. Step by step, day by day. Instead of chasing a distant, intimidating victory, break goals into small pieces. Build daily habits. Track progress, even the tiniest gains. Examples: run 1 kilometer today,
1.5 kilometers tomorrow. Write 200 words today, 250 tomorrow. Each micro-success strengthens confidence and mental endurance. Inspiring examples: silent repetition. Serena Williams, hours of training before every match, away from the spotlight. Kei Nishikori, endlessly perfecting his backhand despite losses. J.K. Rowling, writing, rewriting, persisting through publisher rejections. They all show the same truth. Victory is prepared in silence and consistency, not in instant glory. Discipline as the key to freedom. Mastering yourself, practicing discipline, embracing emptiness, and thinking strategically, this is the essence of the modern warrior's path. A true warrior isn't defined by battles with others, but by the ability to bring rigor and focus to their own thoughts and actions. Real mastery lies not in conquering others, but in conquering yourself. As Musashi said, the ultimate aim of the way of the warrior is to master oneself. These words aren't just old, they're timeless. Every choice, every habit, every daily challenge is a chance to move forward on this path. Top athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists do exactly this. They face themselves over and over, turning discipline into freedom. What part of your life could you start transforming today into daily training on your own path? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm excited to see your action plan. If this video inspired you, hit like, subscribe to keep exploring the modern warrior's way, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any lessons in mastery. Remember, the real fight is you versus yourself, and every small victory brings you closer to inner peace.